Okay, so today we're going to do a headlight replacement on a 2011 Jeep Grand Cherokee, and I've seen some other videos that were kind of long, and I think maybe they did it the wrong way and some things like that. So I'm going to take my shot at it here and see if we can get a video that's a little more succinct and kind of right to the point. So this is the bulb I ordered. It's the Philips D1S bulb, and I figured this thing's kind of hard to get to, so I didn't want to replace it with some crappy aftermarket bulb and have to do this again sometime soon. So in my particular case, this is the driver's side, and the bulb turned pink, and it ran pink for a long time, and then it eventually just quit and went out. So yeah, it's kind of difficult to get to. It's going to be back down in here, so we're going to have to remove the breather, the snorkel, and some various other pieces of wiring to actually get to that. So let's get on with it. The first thing we're going to do is take off this clamp here, and this is an 8mm, and being that I'm videoing this myself, I'm not going to make you endure bad camera work to watch me undo every screw. Okay, next quick thing here, as you can see, I got the air breather box top off of that, took out the air filter. Now I can see this, the bottom of the air filter box here is going to have to come out. So again, I won't make you endure that. I'll get that pulled out. As you can see, it's going to easily pop out. It's just got these little nibs here, and here, and theoretically it's supposed to pull just straight up and out. So I'll do that next, and then we'll get to the snorkel here. Okay, as you can see, I got the bottom part of the air breather box out, and kind of made my first instructional mistake. I thought this was two parts. This was the snorkel that was going in here, and I thought it would come out in two pieces, which it may, but I was able to get it out in one piece. And you got one little Christmas tree clip here that goes into this piece of molding right here, and instead of taking the Christmas tree clip out, I left it in and just kind of wicked it. Let's see here, wicked it out of this hole here, so hopefully that won't be a problem getting it back in. But as you can see, it pops right out, just one complete piece. And then as we go back here, we can actually now see some of the light connectors back in there. So again, pop right out, no problem. No extra tools, didn't have to undo any wiring. I've seen other videos where people are unhooking some of these wires and stuff like this for some reason. I don't know why they're doing that. Okay, so I'll get right back to the next piece here, and that'll be actually removing the bulb. Okay, so hopefully this is not too dark in here and you can kind of see what's going on, but this is your headlight running light. That is not the one we want to remove. We want to remove the actual headlight here. So it's got a rubber cover. Reach in there, just squeeze that, and that comes right out like that. And then we can actually, hopefully, maybe see the actual headlamp bulb. Right there's the silver box with the silver wire coming out the bottom of it. Okay, this is just a quick clip right here. I was able to get another. I've got two iPhones, so I was able to get another one in there with a light on it. So as you can see, this is the headlamp bulb, and you see this black tab here. There's actually one on the opposite side, so it's the lock. So I'm going to try to do it with one hand, but you really think if you put two hands on it and turn it counterclockwise, oh, you heard it snap there, the bulb should be loose. So I'm going to stop here and pull the bulb out. Okay, so after twisting that black clip with the two wings, one wing on each side, spinning that counterclockwise, you heard it snap previously, and I was just able to get my hand in there and wiggle the bulb out. So again, let me see if I can light this for you and get a kind of a detail shot of the bulb. As you can see, it's got some clouding in it. It's clearly burned out. So the next thing we'll do is remove that clip there and put our new bulb in. Okay, so I got the old bulb out. As you can see, it's got a little hole, there and there, which line up with some with the clips on the end of the wire. So it's a little bit tricky to get out, just a little bit extra tug. So the other thing you want to do before you actually put the new bulb in is compare the pin alignment here and make sure you do have the correct bulb before you go to the trouble of putting it back in. So here's the old bulb, and for the next segment I'm going to put on some gloves and make sure that I don't touch this part of the new bulb. Any kind of oil or grease or anything like that off of your hands will ruin the new bulb. So for the next part, I'll clean up and put on a pair of neoprene gloves. Okay, so I got my new bulb out of the box. It actually came with this little piece of cardboard on it. I left it on there just as an extra measure of protection until I got the bulb hooked up to the wiring. And just to kind of illustrate how to properly connect it, it's going to go on the bottom, and then we're just going to pop it right back in the hole and twist that clip, and we're going to be close to being done. So I just did what's probably the most difficult part of the installation, and I'll use the old bulb to kind of illustrate this because I can't really get the camera in there where the new bulb is. So just imagine my hand is the socket where this new bulb goes in, and it's got these metal essentially like fingers that come out. So they have to fit around the base of this bulb, so it's a little bit tricky to get in there. And what I found was putting the bulb in there, let's see if I can do it this way, kind of at an angle, pushing up a little bit to kind of spread these fingers out up here, and then just kind of wicking it in until I actually got it to seat within those metal holders that are in there. So hopefully this gives you a good illustration of what those little metal flanges in there. And then obviously that's the plug coming out the bottom. So that's probably the absolute most trickiest part of putting this bulb in, is getting it seated correctly back in the holder in there. And then once you get that seated, remember it had the outer ring with the two knobs on it that we turned counterclockwise to release those fingers that were holding the bulb in. So once we get it back in there, seated in those fingers, we turn those two wings, turn those back clockwise to get that bulb locked into place. So that's pretty much it for putting the bulb in. I'm not gonna video the rest of the assembly, putting it all back together, but just a quick recap. This cover goes back in here and covers that up. We put the bottom of the air box that goes back in here, air filter back in, air filter back in the box, top back on the box, put our snorkel back through here, and then tighten this up and connect this line here. So again, I saw some other videos, people moaning, complaining how difficult this was. I'm certainly not an advanced mechanic, and I thought it was a fairly easy job to do. And $60 bulb, but again, I probably spent, I wanted original equipment, so hopefully I won't have to do this again for quite a while. And I'll just kind of zoom in here on the model number of the headlamp so you can get that. And that's pretty much it. I hope this video was helpful to you, and please comment, let me know if you can help somebody else do this a little bit more efficiently. Thanks again. Bye.